Hey students, I just wanted to introduce you to what I mean by a before-after presentation. And so what I did is I just wanted to outline it, and then I give you like a little cheesy example of what it looks like. And hopefully you can take it and run with it, because mine is not creative at all, and I didn't want to get in the way of your creativity by showing you what I'm doing. But at least it gives you the logistics of what a before-after presentation looks like. So you're going to introduce your topic on a slide. You're going to take at least one slide to talk about your topic. Now, in this case, because nobody is presenting, it's okay if you make your slides a little wordy, but still, you should not make your slides very wordy. Okay, so what are we talking about? We're talking about atomic theory. We're talking about discovery of atomic structure. Okay, so you want to talk about that. Maybe even add a second slide about who it is that you're going to talk about, or what dates and years that this is. Okay, so then you begin the process. Okay, and so you have several chemists that you are trying to figure out how to present about, and so you want to figure out what the first event is. Now, it doesn't have to be chronologic. It doesn't have to be that sort of chronologic event structure, but I will tell you that for this project, I think that that's the easiest thing to do. And so what you want to do is, the before comes when you figure out what the first event is, and you say, before this event happened, chemistry, blah, 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 blah. And then whatever the first event is, then the next slide will be after the event, chemistry, blah, 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 blah. And that's important because, so it's always the because part. Okay? And so make sure that your next event, whatever the second event or the second person is, that flows from the first one to the second one. Because of the first event, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Now there was knowledge that needed to be gained. The second event happened. Okay, so here's my example. Okay, so let's talk about my day. Okay, so Mr. Walsh's day. So just in case you guys don't know, my day, so what I do is I teach, and then I have what we call a prep period where I get to do recordings and things like that, and then I do lunch, and then I teach. And so what I wanted to do is step through some of that day for you. Okay, so there is my introduction. Okay, now, one day I was fantastically hungry, more so than I've ever been. See, I'm setting up the before. Before I ate lunch, right? Before I ate lunch, I was hungry. And this one day was very particularly hungry because, man, it was a really long day, and in the morning it was tough, and I didn't get a good breakfast. So I was super hungry. Okay? Now, then I ate. Notice as a sidebar, I'm not saying the words before and after necessarily. I'm just implying them by setting it up chronologically. Okay. But then I ate. I had this really delicious peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and it satiated me, and I was completely awesome. But I had to teach. Okay. But because I knew that I had to teach, while I haven't taught yet, I knew that my belly was full. So I knew that I could probably go on and teach a really good, stellar lesson. And so it turns out that now that I did teach, boy, I knew the material. I knew that really well. But it was also because that I had a really full belly. So the idea here is that you're building on the overarching theme of what my day looks like, but you can see that the events kind of lead into each other. And that's why I think presenting this chronologically is the way to go. Okay? And there's the bell. So have your events, as you research them, build on each other, and then when it's time to write or to look at your slideshow, and put that together, whether you're doing it individually or the group, try to make sure that it flows from slide to slide and that it makes sense. Oh, and here's an announcement.
McConnell, please contact the main office.
Mr. McConnell needs to go to the main office. So on that note, one of the parts of my teaching days is that I get interrupted by announcements. So that's what I want. On that note, I'm going to let you go. And if you have any questions, feel free to talk to me. And I'm actually going to right now go and eat a yummy peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Okay, have a great day, everybody.